All right, boys and girls, are you ready? Because today we're playing NTW3. Do I really need to say any more? And the first thing I want to do is come out with an apology. I am super sorry. I am really sorry for taking so long to upload another Napoleonic Total War 3 battle, and I do have a great excuse. This is okay, I don't have a great excuse. I'm just super lazy, and it took, like, this mod is so intense to install. If you're one of the mod developers, please just make it a one patch install thing or two. Like right now, it's like 7 or 8, and it's just installing. Like, the less steps you have to do, the less likely you are to make a mistake. In Napoleon Total War, you see what happened was that I did install this mod much earlier, but I must have done it incorrectly. And Napoleon's not very good at telling you if you install the mod incorrectly. So for example, if you do like Rome 2 or Medieval 2, Medieval 2 won't even run the replay if it's not installed correctly. And yeah, it's obvious when you can tell when you didn't install it correctly. Napoleon, well, you have to like do some investigation, and you got to look around for some goofy things like units not belonging in certain armies and units missing like unit names and just weird things like that. But the most obvious thing is that the battle will desync towards the end, and you'll just see units running around randomly, like they're just like clueless on what the hell's going on. So yeah, I'm actually gonna slow it down here because this is a pretty funny story, guys. So what happened here is I just installed the mod today, right? And right away, we're not looking good, because right away in the main menu screen, you can see it right here, it's in Russian. And I'm thinking, oh God, what did I do? This has to be wrong. And it still might be wrong. I might have incorrectly installed this mod. Very possible. But it's in Russian. And I load in. This is a really beautiful battle here. We're in Spain. We have 3 French forces, and then we've got the Confederation of the Rhine over here, which is like a puppet state of the French. And I believe they're taking, oh, hold on. I'll show you who they're taking on soon enough. Look at this unit right here. This unit right here. First thing I noticed, we've got French riding on camels, and they've got like their hussar uniforms. And I'm thinking, oh God, I installed it incorrectly. This is wrong. But no, it's actually right. I looked it up. This is the Egyptian army that Napoleon went to Egypt with. And this is a real unit that he had with basically camels on the battlefield. It's cool to see that they're in Spain. And I believe the entire army is like the Egyptian army. If we go over here, look at this. Look at these boys in pink. And the really cool thing is the different unit or soldier variation. Look, you got some soldiers with like the turban on. I think that's really cool. And look how fresh these pink uniforms are. So right away I was like, okay, all right, I think we still might be good. This still might be installed correctly. Well, next I went to look at the other teams on the battlefield, their opponents. Then I saw this, and I was like, uh-oh. That doesn't look right. We've got the Russian flag and the Union Jack blended together. And look at this. This is looking very wrong. This is not looking right. But then I looked at the faction name, and it's the Helder Expedition, which again, I'm a very ignorant American. I had to look this up. It was a Anglo-Russian expedition to Holland, which only lasted a couple months in 1799. So I think this is right. I think that, it actually looks kind of cool there. So I think we're okay. I think we're in the clear. There's just a lot of new factions, and I'm telling you, this mod is so fleshed out. It is insane. Like, there's so many different factions and units. It's really impressive. I think they've been working on this mod for years now. In terms of replay, like, popularity, this game is #1 without a doubt. More people send me replays of this game than any other Total War or any other mod. That is insane, because usually historical games are not as popular as, I shouldn't say that, since most of my fans, you guys are subs, I don't want to say fans, subs really enjoy histories, but it's just insane that this mod is so popular, and there's really no excuse for me to not uploaded. Anyways, I just wanted to explain that because I was scratching my head the whole time. And do be warned, this mod might still be incorrectly installed. I mean, my main menu was in Russian, so I don't know if I did it right, but I just pray to the great Juju of the mountain that this will work and there's no desync, because this is looking like a mighty fine battle replay. So, and I believe Helder, I'm just gonna call him Helder. I'm sorry if that's the incorrect pronunciation, but I'm pretty sure that's right. And what a weird combination of force. So obviously he's going to have a mix of British and notice how I say British and Russian forces, which I think is going to be really cool. So if we look so far at the beginning of this fight, I honestly looked through this replay. I thought I was going to have to fast forward through some of this, but we're right on time. Actually, I might have to fast forward a little bit because these battles are a bit slower, but let me just explain what's going on here. So we've got the 3 French armies in position. We've got the Confederation of the Rhine marching with the French cav, and it seems like all of the French forces are converging on to this center point right here, this town that is most likely going to witness many deaths, much violence, very bad. Yeah, it's gonna be quite the struggle, and you can see that they are just all focusing in the center. Now, is that gonna be a good thing? Who knows? It could be bad because they might get outflanked, but they're definitely gonna try to take this as a strong point, as a defensive position, and try to hold it against their opponents. So you saw the 2 players who are going as the Helder expedition. We also have the Prussians over here. So the Prussians marching up some cabs so far. Again, these are the opponents. So this is, I can't quite see all of their army, but I believe that's everyone. No, they have Spain. Spain is on the battlefield as well, oh, here's his general. Perfect. So we got Pablo over here. General Pablo. Pushing up, and he is gonna get ready to lead his forces and help out with this battle. So yeah, this is the part where it's a little bit slower, so let's get to the action, shall we? Okay, so welcome back. We are right where the gunfire begins, and once again, as I mentioned earlier, the French have taken a very defensive position at this center point, and this is a very important strategic point. I also forgot to mention in the intro that this is a point system match. Uh-oh, French are a little unorganized here. They've got their lines kind of open to the flank to the Helder expedition, but they are popping some shots right now, and hopefully they can hold their line. But what I was saying is that this is a point system, so if we make the map really large here, we've got 1 point right in the center, and this is the town, this is the slaughter point. We have a point nearby, so let's go to that point, which is over here, which currently Prussia is holding on to, and some of the Spanish. So these are all 1-point stars, which is really interesting because usually there's like a 5-point star or 3-point star. Here's another capture point, which is 1 point, and then we've got another one over there, and of course we have one way down here by this really cool ship. Look at this. This is awesome. So keep that in mind. They will fight for an hour or until one of the armies have been destroyed. And at the end of that hour, whoever has the most points is victorious. Now, it looks like we had a little bit of a charge here from the 10th Hussars, ready to go in and possibly harass the Russian forces. I believe these are like Russian grenadier type units. But no, they're going to fall back. Very good play of forming square. We've got more and more Russian lights pushing up into this tree line. A very nice position, considering, like, all things considered, the fact that they are charging forward and trying to attack a very defensive position. Having this nice tree line is definitely going to help them out in this fight, in this battle. Oh my god, look at this. We have a Helder expedition charge, a Russian charge that just rammed into some French skirmishers. I believe that was 2 units of French skirmishers. Now the French cav is coming to support and scare off the Russian cav. I'm just going to refer to this faction as Russian. I know there's British mixed in, but it's just, I don't like calling them the Helder expedition. I guess I could call them expedition force. We'll go with that because I don't want to leave out the British and I don't want to leave out the Russian. Expedition force has been kind of pushed back there by the French cav, but with a cost, because the French lost 2 units of skirmishers there. You only saw one getting charged, but there was another one charged, and that was a huge victory for the expeditionary forces. So you can tell that it's getting pretty heated over here in the stronghold of this city. Now, I didn't actually go into detail of the French armies. So we have, this is really cool. We've got French armies from the Spanish campaign, from, like you saw earlier, the Egyptian campaign, and the third French army is from 1811. So all these armies, oh, here comes another charge. The French are going in with the 10th Hussars, once again, charging and scaring off this light unit from the expedition forces, and they're going to continue to push deep into the lines of this army until they break. This is very common to see in NTW3, cav breaking all the time. They should recover. They are not shattered. They're only broken, but they are down to about half strength of their unit after so much fighting. They've done a lot, but hopefully they can get back into this battle, and we'll see some more action. Over here, we're starting to see a lot of forces starting to appear. Some nice artillery hits coming down onto the Spanish forces that are moving up. Absolutely love these uniforms from Spain. Reminds me of the Bavarians a little bit, that fancy headwear. But Spain is going to have to quickly form up because they are getting shelled right now by, I believe, French artillery. So we've got foot artillery. Actually, they're focused on the Russians, which again, the Russians are very, oh wow. Okay, we've got a fight over here. Look at this. A little bit of a cav exchange here. That's what I believe is what's going on. Lots of cav from the expedition forces. And the French were able to hold on here. Unfortunately, is losing some mercenary forces. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but the like Arab forces, I believe. So he's got his square formation. He's going to form back into line and prepare for the expeditionary line infantry that's pushing up. But France better hurry up. Look at this. Their lines are all over the place. Let's see if they can open up some fire here. Come on, boys. These are definitely British. We've got the Bloodsuckers. Look at that. What a name. The 63rd Bloodsuckers. I've never heard of them. Well, today I have. Salute. All right, so they're pushing up, and I think they're going to try to get around the flank of these Jesus Christ. Expedition forces. Oh, my God. I hate this faction. It just looks weird. It's a weird blend of troops. It's just the weirdest thing ever. But look at this mini-map. Look at just the amount of troops here. This is why we love... I mean, this is so... It really is a shame that it has taken me this long to witness another battle in NTW3. So yeah, nice shots being opened here. We're gonna see a nice line battle go underway. This is the Egyptian French force of the Egyptian campaign. So they're gonna have a tough time fighting here. It's gonna be very brutal. Lots of trees in this area as well. We're seeing a lot of breaking. Did we see a cav charge? There was a cav charge from the 10E Hussars again. They are wavering. They're shaken. That's okay. They're not completely routing. They are now down to 17 men. My God, what absolute heroes. And they have broken 2 units or 3 units possibly of light units of the expedition forces. Over here, look at this. We've got the Confederation of the Rhine sending up some cav over. Oh my God, they get hit with the artillery. The artillery is focusing them down because they're going for it. They're going for all the marbles right now, but they're not breaking yet. They're steady, they're winded, but they're gonna go for the artillery. Let's see if they can get them by surprise. Let's see if they can. Oh my God, what happened? How did so many die right at the end? They just like tripped. They are able to do some damage to one artillery piece, but the Spanish cav mixed in with some expedition cav were able to quickly get over there and support that artillery and save half of it. So that is very good to see for them. Actually, well, what's the cav doing? Are they... I guess maybe they are stuck here. I mean, they still have the artillery, but maybe they can't move it anymore. That was a risky play and a play I respect. And look at this front line. The Confederation of the Rhine going hard hard against Spain. But Spain's, you know, they're going hard as well. They're not backing down, and they're holding their ground. Now, the advantage, I would say, is in the Confederation of the Rhine, because they do have a bit of a tree line here that they are using to kind of help protect their men against the projectiles of the Spanish. Now, back over here, let me go ahead and turn back on the mini-map. Back over here, you can see the French are really stretching out their numbers, and the Prussians are kind of following them, trying to mirror them, just to make sure they don't get outflanked, or maybe they could outflank them. But if we head back here, the Russians, the expedition for another cav charge. This time, it's the 1st Hussars, not the 10th, going in and trying to wreak some havoc. The French have been just relentless with their cav charges here, going in, going out, trying to do as much damage as possible, and they've been doing a great job indeed. A great job indeed. Back over here, the French are taking some heavy losses, very heavy losses. Looks like a lot of artillery's opening fire, and they are getting some good shots here. You can see if you zoom in here, they're getting some nice flanking fire on the bloodsuckers. And they are, what is this mess? Okay, this is a, uh-oh. I think we're gonna get a bayonet charge. I mean, why is there so many numbers? Uh-oh. Either, oh God. Either this is desyncing, or there might have been a critical, no, okay, they're just reforming. But they've got units stacked all over on top of themselves. It's not good. There's gonna be a lot of friendly fire. Oh, here comes the charge. There it is. There's the bayonets right into this long vegetation, trying to get the flank of the French line, and massive charge, and the chaos of all this smoke, they're able to charge in here and get some damage done. The French are at a full-on retreat right now, and please, just, I wish I didn't say that. Try to contain yourself with the retreating jokes, please. But now the French are trying to support their lines, sending in some the 18th Dragoons coming in, trying to hold back this advance, because I've seen it many times before in these battles where if you start breaking and they're right on your tail with bayonets, they could wipe out your entire army. So the French are having to reform here quite a bit, and it seems the floodgates have opened. This is actually pretty good for the French, though. I think they've made a nice recovery. You see how they're stretching out their lines like this? They're going to very easily be able to fire at the expedition forces before they can set up. Well, the expedition forces, I mean, this is just a mass charge of 1,000 men. Look at this crap. Look at this. I would be so terrified if I was the French, so I'd be like, I'm out. I would just drop my musket and run, you know. Oh God, I shouldn't have said that. Please contain yourself, internet, even though you're historically incorrect with that joke, but that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna get into it. Very, very good, well-timed push with all, I mean, it was just sheer numbers that this expedition force used. It wasn't like a well-timed charge. It was just, oh my God, that's a lot of units, and they just wiped out so, and they're still just continuing to wipe out this French flank, and it's not looking good. The French are having to quickly recover from that charge. It was a mad charge, really gross charge there, and gross as in good. I know that's kind of confusing. There's a very intense fight over here as well. Lots of artillery coming down, the infantry danger close, and now we have cav charge. Oh my God, that cav is fast. Oh, what is this, Hussars? Yeah, of course they're Hussars. Look at those coats. So yeah, we have the French trying to chase off the Prussians. The Prussians better just stand their ground and fight. It's not good for the men to be attacked at the rear and continue to just march like nothing is happening. Over here, the Prussians are still fighting a nice line battle against the French, and what a fight. Now over here, we're seeing the opposite, where the French are making some great progress. Look at the carnage that went down in this struggle. I mean, these lines were so close together that they were able to really just start kicking each other in the teeth here, and start, you know, I can't even explain it. There's so much death. No, they are doing such a good job of just wiping out these lines. I mean, this is insane. This is a lot of bodies, especially for NTW3, where the line battles tend to go on for much longer. But they are just doing a great job right now. And I think they could Well, the Spanish are trying to reform here quite a bit, but... Oh, here comes a charge. Hold on. Galloping over the dead comrades of their army. They are just inspired to push through and get the French artillery. What were they doing? You hear that awkward noise there, that sound? That was the artillery falling apart. And now they're going for a general. The general is wait, yeah, the general's... Oh my god. Did they break the general? Or is that not the general? It's hard to tell. There they go. They finally scare off that cav. No, I don't. I think this is the general. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's the general. I believe so. I don't know. I don't know. I'm terrible. Terrible at this. Because sometimes you can have generals that are like part of normal size units and like part of a line infantry. It can be hard to tell sometimes. But this is a very intense fight over here, and I think the edge is with the French, but it's really tough to say at this point of the fight. Let's go back over here where, my god, there's still intense fighting going on in this flank. We're seeing lots of French cav moving around here. I'm wondering if they're going to try to set up a counter charge and try to push back the expedition forces. We're going to see, though. We're going to see back over here, it seems like the French have pushed up some line infantry. I'm so sorry. There's a lot going on in this battle. To be honest, I didn't expect so many crazy, like, aggressive tactics here from these players. These battles tend to be a little bit slower paced, so I was kind of taking my time with the commentary, and this completely got me off guard, just like the French were off guard in World War II. But in this battle as well. But yeah, they are doing their best to hold here. Oh, and you know, I want to mention here, on a very serious note, and you guys know how much I love the French. So all these French jokes, I only joke. I mean, from anyone, you know it's a joke, because I stand up for my French brothers all the time when the internet stands against the French. I'm sure most of you guys have heard about the news about Notre Dame, the famous, world-famous church that was caught on fire. At this point, it just happened at the time of the recording. Nice little charge here. Just happened, and a lot of damage was done. I think it just now they put it out, and they were able to keep the main structure of the church, which is good. They should be able to rebuild it, but it's just a shame because the parts that are going to be the parts that they're rebuilding is not going to be authentic, I suppose. But really tragic. I hope it was an accident and not something more tragic like an attack or something like that. I don't want to assume or anything, but just it sucks, and I hate to see Paris go through another incident of just tragedy. I know it's just a building, but it wasn't people. But at the same time, it's such a historic building that I don't want to see any. I despise when very historic monuments or statues or any kind of structure is destroyed, either accidentally or on purpose. It sucks even more when it's on purpose. It just you feel hopeless. But yeah. Anyways, I just want to say, my thoughts go to Paris and Notre Dame, and I hope that they can fix it up quickly. And it just really sucks because I wanted to go to Paris and I wanted to see it. And I know that now it's probably going to take years to fix up and bring it back to the glory it once was. But anyways, let's get back into this battle because I didn't want to go on too long. Nice little... Is this a capture? No, the Spanish are retreating here. I'm actually seeing a massive retreat from the French and the Confederation of the Rhine. This is just turning out to be a madhouse of a battle here. There's a bit... It looks like some men are charging in, now exhausted. But just, it is a mess over here. The lines are no longer organized for the Confederation of the Rhine. And I'm really surprised because I thought Spain was being pushed back very well. But just by looking at it here, Spain has great numbers. Very good numbers. And we also see the Prussians pushing back the French as well. So it's been a tough fight. This city over here has witnessed so much death. And there is just a massive brawl for this city. We got cav, we've got bayonets just colliding right in the center here. And there goes the infantry over on this side. Look at this. We got expedition forces that are actually breaking here. The French are holding quite a bit. Let's hope that the French can hold here. Hold. And, wow. This is a lot of troops right now. Look at this. This is insane. A lot of the troops are just kind of standing here. More cav pushing in. French are sending in more cav. And this is an insane charge. Look at all the troops. Look at the camels are in the fight now. The camels. Get in there, camels. Oh. But yeah, that was once again an insane charge. Now we got troops very close. I don't know why they're so blobbed up like this. They need to disperse their troops. I think they're gonna keep going. I think that's what. Oh, we got a counter charge now. What is this? Oh, the Royal Guard, the old guard. I think pushing up and bringing the fight. Holy crap! Get a bird's eye view of this. Look at this. This is just insane. So many men. This is like a medieval 2 battle. So much infantry fighting it out. Look at this horseman. He's like, yes, form square around me, men. Hold the line. Okay, so we're about halfway through this battle. More French cav is being committed to this front line. It's insane. Now we've got the 4th foot, the Lions, King Zone, charging up. It looks like they want a piece of this action. And I don't know what's happening. I don't know what is happening. The French they're struggling. Look at the balance of power is just not even there. I just realized that. That's another thing to be concerned about. The balance of power is not even showing up. I'm thinking possibly the mod developers were like, you know what? Let's not even have the balance of power. Let's just remove the balance of power because it's so glitchy. But I feel like the French are losing on every part of this battle. They are losing drastically on the other flank. Uh-oh. Where are these men running? Federation of the Rhine. They're starting to break. A couple Spanish troops are breaking here. We've got some French cav running around in the center. Nice little flanking maneuver here with the 2 units. Very, very nice. Putting some pressure on the Spanish. And the Spanish, I think they're panicking a little bit. We got some cav charging forward. Who's meeting this cav? Who is this? Oh, no, that's Spanish infantry that are breaking. Let's see if the Confederation of the Rhine and the French can hold here and be the saviors of this battle. Because over on this side, I don't know. It's crazy. It's just crazy. It seems like the expedition, the British and the Russian forces are going to take this one, which most likely is going to happen. The French still have some forces that they can try to hold this line with. And it's just, is this a charge? No, this is a retreat. Sorry, guys. There's just so much going on. It's reforming. There's been so much freaking death. Oh, my God. I love the smoke on the battlefield. That looks great. The boys in pink still in this battle, still fighting their hearts out. Not giving up. Not yet. The French are not willing to give up so easily. We do have a couple French forces over here trying to put some pressure down. I think we have a general over here as well. So, yeah, they are just reforming their lines. There's a lot of units going around here. It's very intense. The French somewhat have a nice position here. I don't expect them to win this, but I think over time they're just outnumbered. They're just going to get beat down. But if they can kind of form a nice ring around these forces, then they could do a lot of damage. They can inflict a lot of damage. But, oh my God, what happened? Look at this. The Spanish are on a full-on retreat. I think the sheer gun power, the firepower of the Confederation of the Rhine overwhelmed the Spanish troops, and now they're falling back. Prussia's still in the fight, though. Prussia still has plenty of infantry, but Spain is on the retreat, and instantly the Confederation of the Rhine are quickly running over to their allies to support their fight. support their struggle. Because, yeah, I think this is the best bet. I think this is the best bet for France to fall back to the tree line and make their last stand. Fall back, because if the expeditionary forces over pursue, they're going to find themselves surrounded by the French and the Confederation of the Rhine. Remember, guys, these battles are just, they're insane. They're insane. These NTW3 battles are insane. You could be losing the battle the entire time, but right at the last second, you could save this fight by an epic charge of some sort. That doesn't look good. I believe that was a general. Yeah, that is a general. He is gone from this fight. We didn't get a notification that, oh, there it is. Okay. Sir Craven loses his general to a epic cav charge here. Very smart play. We see that all the time. So there we go. The French have kind of fallen back. They're regrouping their numbers. They're just like, all right, what do we got? They're counting their troops. We're just got to figure out what we have left, and we need to try to organize a counterattack. Oh, you see that? See that blood? That was a really good artillery hit. That is one way to even the odds. Get some great artillery hits. So they're going to fall back and probably form a defensive position around this village, because they are going to face the Confederation of the Rhine, who were victorious but are now moving up. This building has been captured by the French, but it's getting attacked by some artillery. If they destroy this building, what happens? Is it no longer capturable? Because remember, the way you get the points is by controlling the capture building, right? So if you destroy the building, I think it just neutralizes it, which I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I don't know the rules exactly on that for this style of game. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the expedition forces actually push out. They have the advantage. They could easily defeat the Confederation here if they're very, you know, they're smart about it. Over here, though, Spain has kind of made a little bit of a comeback where they regrouped their troops, and they've got a pretty sizable force. They're not quite done yet from this fight, and now the Confederation of the Rhine has nothing because they dedicated all of their soldiers back over this way. There we go. Russia in the expedition force sending up some foot guards. So British troops to be exact. Yeah, British troops up here charging in. We can see the fight here. So it's pretty cool. We can get a bird's eye view. We can look left, look right, and look at this. We can look from under. Hell yeah. Oh my god. It's kind of cool to see the battle from this point of view. But I'm not gonna do that to you guys for too long. Now the French are sending up, wait, is that French? No! The expedition force sending up some Russian grenadiers now. Where the British fail, the Russians will come in. And the French are losing control of this building. The Confederation of the Rhine is now falling back. I think they realize that Spain is still a threat, and they've got to reform. And Prussians are pushing forward as well. All French forces are on a slow retreat back. You know, it's going to be a tough battle for the French to win this one. Here comes a charge, though. Nice charge from the Prussian cav. We got some guard cav. And they break there, so thankfully they were not able to break any of the French forces. They're going to fall back. They should come back into this battle, though, with pretty healthy numbers. Well, they're down to 39, about a half strength of what they originally had. But I think it's smart for the French to fall back. They just need to find a good opportunity to counter. Basically, they need to win here. They have fallen back to their artillery. Artillery is going to be nice support, but they really got to make sure they land these canister shit. Did I say shits? I'm so sorry. Canister shots. I'm so sorry. Did not mean to say that. But yeah, if they get in close enough, they should be able to do a lot of damage to the Prussians. But the Prussian player probably knows better than to just charge forward. I'm sure he's going to be very careful about this. Probably move up this Spanish artillery. Try to get them in range of the French artillery. Try to take that out without having to rely on the infantry. But look at this. I mean, they are pushing it hard. This could be trouble. The Confederation and French are now holding their position. But at the same time, we do have some flanking Confederation forces coming around this way that might be able to get some shots off the or on the Spanish. Let's see. Yes, yes. Let's see if they can destroy these units. Oh, all they got to do is hold them in place. We can get that canister shot going. Actually, I don't know. It might be a tough angle for the artillery, but this could be good because the flank is exposed. I would go in for a bayonet charge. I'm crazy. That's what I would do. All right. There we go. There goes the push. The Prussians are relying on their bayonets to try to take this one. They do break this French unit. It just looks like a pretty crap unit. It's the what are they called? The National Guard. Yeah, something like that. All right, so now we've got the troops on the flank that caused the rout. Look at this massive rout. Maybe it was the artillery too. And the French are the French charge. Napoleon from 1811 charges in, and he is a very helping factor in breaking the Spanish here. And the Confederation of the Rhine is now being able to recover and hopefully finish what they started, which is defeat the Spanish. Spanish might come back though. They're only broken, but even if they do come back, they're going to be pretty weak. They've broken twice. And now oh my God, look at this. The expedition forces are going for a full-on attack here, trying to knock the Confederation of the Rhine off of this hill. This is bad. This is bad. Over here, the French are now pushing once again. The French should be able to defeat what's left of these expeditionary forces. I don't know why. I guess, well, these troops might want to go back. These troops headed over to the right flank, supporting this attack. They might want to go back. This is pretty good for the French. This is what they needed in this battle. They needed a comeback like this. And now I feel like the expedition forces are getting a little too confident. They've had their nice early success, but you can't get too cocky, kid. And cringe. And I don't know. I think this is a bad move on their part. Because let's not forget about these forces here that are about to clean out the city here. Look at that. The French are marching. They thought this army was defeated like the Spanish over on the other side. But no, they are back stronger than ever. Probably not stronger than ever, but they are back with some strength. And they are taking back this town. And that's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. And they definitely need to. They're still not turning these guys back around. They're just giving up the town. I guess they want to concentrate all of their forces here to defeat what's left of the French and Confederation of the Rhine. And look at, what are the Prussians doing? Oh my God, there's a cav charge. Who is this? Oh, we got some mercenaries. A mercenary cav. Oh, yes. Yes. Some mercenary cav. This is from the Egyptian campaign, French. Going in with the charge there. And now they're going, wait. Yep, they're going for a charge at some of these lights. So they're just trying to quickly clean up as much forces as possible. Some of the Spanish troops are coming back to this fight, but most of them are... Well, actually, that's an artillery crew, so not a big deal there. So yeah, they are now falling back. Over here, I think we're going to get the same thing. Yep, sure enough, these guys are falling back as well. So the expedition forces falling back, and they're most likely going to go to the safety of their town. That might give an opportunity for the French here to regroup, and we're gonna see what happens here. This is a very back and forth battle where one point I should say, it seems like the French were gonna get wiped out early. The next moment it seemed like the opposite. So now I think at this point we're gonna see the armies regroup what they have and go for their final push or final stand or whatever it may come down to. Confederation of the Rhine is not letting up though. Look at this, they're marching for it. They do not want to let these guys escape. They're taking their time. Walk in fast. So these guys are falling back as well. There, nice shot there. Nice little fire in the back there. Very nice, and they're gonna keep moving forward. They're doing the opposite of kiting. They're doing reverse kiting. Reverse kiting. What does that even mean? So they're going up, and they're gonna concentrate their forces right at the edge of this town. This town has witnessed so much death. But let's see what they do. They're gonna use the safety of this building. The French are also moving over troops this way. Okay, so let's get a good idea. While we're kind of waiting for these troops to reform. Here comes the French, though. Hold that thought. This is the French force that was kind of pushed back. Now they're on the advance. And they're trying to get some good shots on this expeditionary force before they can form up. Actually, he's going to fall back. But I think he's going to go back to the safety of the tree line here. So let's make this bigger. And let's figure out who's got what. So we've got 1 point for France. Nobody controls this one. 1 point for the Russian-British alliance. Way over here.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Oh, okay. I thought this was French-controlled. So the Prussians have now taken this. So he's sending over some troops there. So let's turn this back on. Let's figure out what everybody's at. So, oops. Okay, so maybe, oh my god. Oh my god, I did not mean to go under the world. Please, game. So I think the French are moving back their units to capture this. So that's 1 point for the French. I'm sure they're going to take this soon. So that's 2. Okay, so basically, if the French are going to win this one, they've got to take this city. They've got to take this city. Or I guess they could send a sneaky force to take over, like, this little building here. Or maybe, like, going way down here. But it's not likely. So, we'll see. I think it's going to come down to this city. And look at this defensive position that the expeditionary forces have taken. They're forming a bit of a noob square. And this is the right move. I mean, they're surrounded. They cannot give this position up. The Prussians are now sending over what they have left. Do the Prussians... I thought the Prussians had a lot more. They've got a nice artillery force here. What are these guys firing at? They're looking the wrong way. But they've got a nice artillery force just shelling the French as they're pushing up. And this is it, guys. This is the epic climax of this battle. The epic conclusion right here. After all this fighting, it's going to come down to these forces. Both sides depleted. Both sides tired. Both sides making great tactics and also making huge mistakes. And this is the moment. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. So let's zoom out here once again. Just get a bigger picture of what's going on. The French might be able to wrap around here with these extra troops on the flank. Troops are breaking, though. The Confederation of the Rhine breaking from the fight. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Got French in the streets here, opening fire, trying to go for a soft spot in this little defense they got. Do they have artillery? The French are moving up artillery to support this attack. And the Confederation is backing off. They're backing off. Now, they've got time. They've got 16 minutes. All right. 16 minutes are left in this battle replay. Back over here. It's the mercenary cav running around. Probably looking for a soft spot in the... Maybe trying to get the artillery. There's still some artillery over here. Remember, this artillery was charged. Still very active. I'm sure the French would love to take that out. And I think they're firing at the flank. This could be a really nasty artillery hit if they can land a good hit here. Because the angle that they're looking at in regards to the artillery could be pretty nasty. Could be very nasty. So, the expeditionary forces holding their ground. Once again, they're forming their defensive V shape.
Prussia still trying to get over there. France is really pushing hard on the flank. And now the Confederation of the Rhine is moving in once again. This is a very delicate situation, guys. One bad mistake and it's over. One tiny mistake and it's over for your forces either side. So it's really going to come down to who's going to make the first mistake first. First mistake first. Okay. Who's going to make the costly mistake first? I don't know. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. Oh, nice little cav charge. But you see how the French kind of they kind of step back there, forming square now. That was a really good move by the French. I didn't even see that coming. Very nice move. And now we're getting a charge. Look at this. Oh my God. So many grenadiers charging in. This is the moment. This is the time where the French on the other side need to push through. But the French are starting to get a little overwhelmed here. But this push has kind of caused them to spread out too much. Let's see. Oh my God. This is so intense. Look at the French. The French are reforming. Are they trying to take the building? I think they are. The building is so big. It's at 50%. Just look at this. Holes everywhere. They're trying to get inside here, but the expeditionary forces are coming in to try to stop their advance. They're holding them back. This is the old guard. No, these are grenadiers. Sorry, not old guard. And now we have the Confederation just opening fire at these lines, whatever's left of them, trying to support the French advance, trying to take this building. Look at that building, just completely in flames. Completely in flames. What is happening here? Okay, there's a lot of breaking. Oh my God, there's the mercenary cav. Remember the mercenary cav way on the flank? Well, they just arrived right in time and they are breaking a ton of expeditionary forces. They didn't completely break them all, but the French are making a comeback. The 75th line. And look at all the troops in this building right now. This is what it's going to come down to. Back over here, the French are still pushing forward, and the Prussians still have troops. Now, the reason they are defending this is because this is one of the points. That is why Prussia did not commit all of their forces over here. And honestly, I think this French attack here is just a diversion. I don't even think they plan on taking this area. They just want to keep the Prussians from being able to support this side of the battle. And the French hold their ground. The French hold their ground against such a nasty charge from the expeditionary forces. Remember, the Russian charge is very nasty, and they did a great job. And I think it mostly came down to their mercenary cav that just showed up and hit the rear of the expedition forces. But they still have a long way to go. There's still a lot of these expeditionary troops. They're going to need more than this, but that's all they have. This building is in flames. 50%. It's smoking. And the French need to take it back. Unfortunately, we are getting a slight retreat here from the Confederation of the Rhine. You know, in light of what happened in France with the Church of Notre Dame, I want the French to win. You know, plus I just love the French. But I want them to win here. I hope they can win in light of what happened. I'm rooting for them. I hope you guys are too. Let's see. Now the cannons need to turn. Let's see if they can. Come on. Nope, nope, nope. There they go. There they go. Oh, nice. They're going to have their cannon support now. They have left the building. It's controlled by nobody. Man, that nobody. How dare he control that building? Oh, the canister shot is just shelling the 4th foot here. The Lions are running back to Claude, fleeing from the fight. The French still putting pressure on the flank. I like the fact that he's not getting too aggressive. He's just constantly leaving his men here to just let them know that, hey, we still have troops here. You still have to watch this flank. Don't get too comfortable. And then over here, the French are still trying to go wide because they're trying to avoid the artillery, and they're going to try to attack this building. Is this Napoleon? Oh, my God. You madman! Napoleon the Madman, we should call him. He's going in. He was actually pretty crazy on the battlefield. He would put himself in harm's way. What is he doing, though? Why is he just walking in front of the shots? And that's going to cause Napoleon to break from the battle. Oh, my God. Why? He must have not been paying attention. That is too bad. What was he doing? Napoleon, please. Get back. This is his army. I was kind of hoping maybe this French, like, the player lost his army, so he's just being careless with his general. But no, this is his army. And now that they no longer have a general, the morale is going to really suffer. All right, the French have moved up a little bit on this side. I think they're trying to bring some support over to the Confederation of the Rhine. Here we go. Now the Confederation plus some French forces are moving in. The expeditionary forces are kind of dispersing in the town. Dispersing. The artillery is lumbering up. And this is coming down to the wire, guys. Coming down to the wire. Look at this over here, though. Look at this move right here. The French might be going in for a charge, or they're just getting super close to put some nice suppressing fire on these Prussians. Oh, dear Lord. Very, very good for opening fire on these guys as they constantly retreat to the hill. Oh my God, the expeditionary forces, they're kind of surrounded right now. The way they pushed into this town is really backfiring. I think they're trying to send over men to maybe get to this artillery. But because of it, they find themselves kind of surrounded. Men are starting to break. Once again, he's entered into the building. Confederation of the Rhine flanking around here. We are down to 7 minutes. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in this battle. Let's see if they can do this. Let's see if they can do this. More men just opening fire over here. Oh, dear Lord. Open fire, men. Really trying to cause some havoc here on this Prussian line. They might actually win. I wish he wasn't so reckless with Napoleon, but he might actually take this hill. Look at the Prussians are on full retreat, but they've got to get past this artillery. So really, guys, even if oh my God, look at all the troops in this building. Even if the French over here cannot take this building, if they take this building, then they win. They win. Pretty sure. Look at this. This is insane. This siege here. This is a full-out siege. The artillery opening fire. I don't know. Is he using canister shot? Let's see. Here we go. No, that's standard. I think he's trying to bring this building down once again because of it. I think the expeditionary forces are trying to get their men out of there. The French... This is so close, guys. This is so close. The French have to take something here. They're down to 6 minutes now. We're running out of time. Let's see. Hold on. Let's just see. 1, 2... Is anybody holding over here? I remember seeing one unit go here. So they've got 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, they've got to take something. The French have to take this. Something must be taken. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The boys in pink. The boys in pink. Going in for a charge. Oh, no, they're just getting closer. Okay. Oh, my God. No, someone did charge in. kind of disrupt their lines, but they're kind of pushing them away from the building. Oh my god, this building. Come on, French. Alright, now the expeditionary forces moving a lot of their men over to this side of this this battleground. And a lot of retreating troops over here. The French, man, they're doing the best they can. I don't think they have enough though. They've done some great work over here. But oh god, that was a good artillery hit. Look at so many have fallen. They're really trying to get over there and trying to put pressure on these Prussians. Oh no, the boys in pink are right in the thick of it, but they were so close to breaking all of these guys. They do break one. Oh. That was one of the boys in pink, but we still have another boys in pink over here. Going around. There's a bit of a fight over here. We got a charge from the National Guard. That's the name. Going in, trying to solve this with bayonets. Alright, how much time we have? Less than 4 minutes. Oh my god, they might pull this off. This is so close. All of the expeditionary forces are converging onto this building. Let's see, come on. The French need to regroup here. They need to take it. Over this way, the French are doing what they can. Again, I don't think they're going to be able to take this point, but they are putting up a good fight. You got to give them credit. Oh, here we go. More and more forces. It's just everybody is converging on this building. It all comes down to one building. And they might just be able to take... Now's the time. Just everybody. Bayonet your way through this. Come on. Quickly. These men are active. As in, they're not too tired. Oh my god, they're going to sandwich this unit. Oh my god. Epic charge. They're going to try to take the building. Come on. Oh, they're so close. 2 minutes left. We have some French in the back. Oh, the canister shot. The canister shot. Opening fire at these men who have flanked around. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're not going to make it. They're wavering. They are wavering. They're not going to make it. They need to send up more men. I think they can take it. I think they're going to take it. Come on. Come on. Come on. So it's... Yes. Yes. They're losing. They're losing. And France is going to take this structure. They've got a minute. Yes. They took it. They're now in the lead. France is in the lead. I think they've won. They think they have won. The French over here, they just have to hold out now. They might even win. Holy crap. Oh my god. What a battle. And the good news that this did not... They're going to take this structure as well. They have one unit over here. Holy crap. The French, they turned this around. What a fight. What a comeback. Wow. What an absolute comeback. They take this building. They're going to take this building too. Well, hold on. They've got some... Well, okay. Maybe not. Maybe not that building. But still, they should have not been able to destroy so much. So I believe what's going to happen here, he's going to charge in. We might as well fast forward since this battle is pretty much over. I'm curious, though, if they're going to be able to take it. If they can, that would be insane. Because this would go to the French barely winning to winning. Yes, they're... Well, yes, they're going to take the building. Wait. They're going to take it. They're going to take it. Come on. Come on. Oh, my God. That is insane. They take the building the last couple seconds, and they end up with way more points, 2 more points than the Russian, Spanish, Prussian alliance here.
So this was sent in by Maddie, I believe, getting almost 2,000 kills. The Confederation of the Rhine really stepping up to the plate, but the French take this one, guys. The French take this one. I'm so happy in light of what happened. So yeah, I try to stay neutral, but I couldn't be neutral in this one. So yeah, we've got, I believe this is the Confederation of the Rhine. Whoa. Whoa, these are like the Germanic states here. Saxony and stuff. That's awesome. So who got the most kills? This line infantry, 287. Lots of great kills with the line infantry. Nice kills with this cav here. What a fight. What a great introduction back into this this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. It was really, really fun. Really, really fun stuff. And I'm always looking for more battle replays of this game. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you had a lot of fun as much as I did. And I will see you guys next time on the battlefield.